Starting the countdown now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please start.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. All the members present in this meeting, the virtual meeting of the 52nd Annual General Meeting of ARIES Agro Limited, being held today, that is 29th of September 2022, through video conferencing through the platform of CDSL. And this is the time is 4:30 right now, and we are starting the proceedings. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for taking time to join this afternoon for the 52nd Annual General Meeting of ARIES Agro Limited. The meeting will begin just about in shortly. I request Dr. Rahul Michandani, the Chairman and Managing Director of the company and Chairman of the meeting, to conduct the meeting.
Thank you, and dear shareholders, a very good afternoon. I welcome and thank all of you for joining this 52nd Annual General Meeting of our company. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we are unable to do this meeting physically. I sincerely hope that all of you must have taken all the vaccines and are safe and in very good health. As the company secretary informs me that there are 36 members who have joined in and it constitutes the quorum, I declare the meeting to order. As allowed by the government, this meeting is being held through audiovisual medium of the Central Depository Services Limited in accordance with the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. Since the meeting is being conducted virtually without presence of members in person, the proxy facility is not necessitated and accordingly it has not been provided. Also, in order to maintain continuity of the meeting, due to any technical errors that are being faced, I hereby, with the consent of all other directors, request Mr. C.B. Chhaya to act as the alternate chairman of this meeting. May I request all the directors to give their consent. With the permission of the members present, may I take the notice of the annual general meeting as read? All of you must have received the annual report electronically, which includes the auditor's reports. The statutory auditor of the company, Messrs. Sandeep Seth and Associates, and the secretarial auditor of the company, Mr. A. Shekhar, company secretaries, have submitted their respective reports for the financial year ended 31st of March 2022, and there are no qualifications, reservations, or adverse remarks in their respective reports. With your permission, I take the same as read. The board's report, auditor's report, financial statements, standalone and consolidated, are available from page numbers 16 to 288 and the secretarial auditor's report form MR3 on pages 33 to 34 of the annual report. I would now request all directors and the company secretary attending the meeting to introduce themselves and also confirm the location from where they are attending the meeting. I, Dr. Rahul Michandani, Chairman and Managing Director of the company and Chairman of the CSR Committee, am conducting this meeting from the registered office of the company in Mumbai, India. I'd like to request all other directors to sequentially introduce themselves. You're on mute.
About that. I'm Dr. Jimmy Michandani, non-executive, non-independent director, joining from my home in Toronto, Canada.
Mr. Chhaya? You're on mute.
I'm Secretary Chhaya.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, please go ahead. We couldn't hear you.
Audit committee and stakeholders, the committee attending the meeting through video conference from my residence at Santa Cruz, Mumbai.
Professor Mani?
Namaskar, good evening. Professor Mani, Independent Director on board of the company, attending this meeting from my office in Navi Mumbai.
Good evening. I'm Nitya Mirchandani, non-executive, non-independent director, joining this meeting in person from the registered office of the company in Govandi, Mumbai.
Good evening, myself Rupan Golatia, independent director of the company. Attending this meeting from the register office in.
Good evening, everybody. I am Kaisar Parvez Ansari, the company secretary and compliance officer of the company, joining this meeting from the registered office of the company here at Devnar, Govandi East, Mumbai. Thank you, directors and my team members and company secretary.
Apart from the board members and the company secretary, we also have the statutory auditor, Mr. Sandeep Seth, the secretarial auditor of the company, Mr. A. Shekhar, Mr. Kirti Disha, proposed statutory auditor as per the notice of the AGM, and Ms. Chaya Warrior, the VP Finance, all present at this meeting. I welcome them all to the meeting.
Thank you.
We also have with us Ms. Shailashri Bhaskar, practicing company secretary, who is appointed as a scrutinizer for remote e-voting and e-voting to be conducted at the end of this AGM. Now, as regards to participation and voting at this meeting, I request the company secretary to provide general instructions to members regarding participation and voting at this meeting.
Thank you, sir. Dear shareholders, facility to join this 52nd annual general meeting through audio-visual medium is being made available to the members on first come first serve basis only, pursuant to MCA circulars. All members who have joined this meeting are by default kept on mute, and their videos are turned off by the host to avoid any disturbances arising from background noise in order to ensure smooth conduct of this meeting. Once the question and answer session begins, the names of the shareholders who have registered themselves as speakers will be announced. Thereafter, microphone speaking facility for such shareholder will be unmuted by the host. Once the speaker is unmuted, she is requested to turn on the video button and start speaking after mentioning the name, folio number, and location from where he or she is joining the meeting. If he or she is unable to join through video for any reason, the speaker may continue speaking through audio mode. If there is any connectivity problem at speaker's end, we will request the next speaker to join, and once normal connectivity is restored, the earlier speaker will be requested again to speak after other pre-registered speakers complete their turn. We would request speaker shareholders to keep their questions brief and specific to the business of the meeting and to limit their speech up to 2 minutes so other shareholders have a fair chance to speak. Members who need an assistance during AGM or have any queries or issues regarding e-voting are requested to refer to the frequently asked questions and e-voting manual available at www.evotingindia.com under help section, or write an email to helpdesk.evoting@cdslindia.com or call at 1800 The register of directors and key managerial personnel and their shareholdings and register of contract or arrangements in which directors are interested are available for inspection. Regarding voting at this meeting, there will not be any voting by show of hands, and there is no need to propose any and second the resolutions set forth in the notice. Pursuant to provisions of Section 108 of the Companies Act 2013 and related rules, all the members of the company have been given the opportunity to cast their votes by way of remote e-voting. The cutoff date for the same was Thursday, 22nd September 2022, and the voting window was open from Sunday, 25th September 2022 from 10 a.m. IST to Wednesday, 20th September 2022 up to 5 p.m. IST. The persons who are members as on cutoff date can only cast their votes. Members who have not cast their votes by remote e-voting can cast the votes at AGM. Those members who have cast their votes using remote e-voting can participate at the meeting but cannot vote again at the AGM. Voting window is open during the meeting and will also be available for another 15 minutes after closure of the meeting. Thank you, and I request the chairman to conduct the proceedings of the AGM.
Thank you very much, Kaiser, to provide these updates. I shall now share my views on the performance of the company during the financial year ended 31st of March 2022 and our future plans. Good evening and welcome to the 52nd annual general meeting of your company. I once again take this opportunity to thank all shareholders who are present today to make it convenient to attend this meeting. The annual report, including the audited accounts of the company for the year ended 31st of March 2022, has been with you for some time. With your consent, I shall take it as read. The year 21-22 was another landmark year. The year under review was faced with disruptions due to supply chain constraints in the second half of the year and rising input costs. There was minimal disruption, however, due to COVID-related issues, and all our teams across the country functioned extremely efficiently. There was consistent demand for specialty nutrients during the year with almost normal crop conditions and climatic conditions. Let me now review your company's performance in 2021-22. During the year under review, the monsoon was 103% of the long period average. 3 out of 4 Kharif season months received normal rainfall. June had 110%, July 93%, September 135%, and August recorded deficient rainfall. With the collective support of staff and ARIES customers, the company was able to improve its revenue from operations by 15.39%, from 474.49 crores to 547.52 crores in the year under review. Capacity utilization currently stands at 69.42% of the total installed capacity of 95,400 tons in India. The manufacturing units at Fujairah, UAE, resumed operations in the month of September 2021 and has started manufacturing 4 value-added sulfur-based pasteurized products for sale in India and globally. The supply chain constraints, however, led to availability shortages for raw materials imported, especially those sourced from China. The Indian manufacturing base was expanded with the commencement of manufacturing, repacking operations at Vijayawada and Raipur. Cost control. There were increase in costs with every passing quarter, and profitability of your company remained under pressure during the entire year, since the entire cost increase could not be passed on to the customers. Certain departments took additional efforts to control expenses, especially the treasury and marketing, where certain costs were minimized to offset increased costs of import and logistics. The annual booking bazaars of your company led to orders worth 574 crores and a conversion of 95%, leading to total revenue of 547.52 crores during 21-22 financial year, up by 15.39% compared to the previous financial year. Expansion of our manufacturing base. ARIES Hyderabad factory shed phase 3 was inaugurated in July 2021, followed by Mirabel Agro Manufacturing Private Limited, a subsidiary of ARIES, commencing operations in Chhatral, Gujarat. New land was acquired at GIDC Saikha, Gujarat, and the ceremonial groundbreaking was done on 6th of September 2021. ARIES Raipur unit phase 1 also started packing operations from February 2022. Vijayawada factory phase 2 started operations in February 2022. Launch of ARIES mascot, Jeevan, was a national campaign this year. The ARIES mascot Jeevan, a face that represents our identity to the world, was launched on 16th of July 2021 across India. Jeevan is a symbol of strength, knowledge, and wisdom, and these are the core values of ARIES. We celebrated the launch of Jeevan across India. Corporate social responsibility. The ARIES drone campaign. ARIES was the first in India to receive DGCA permissions for the use of agricultural drones for nutrient applications. We did a 100-day drone yatra flagged off in the North and South India using battery and petrol operated drones. 10,000 acres of sugarcane are currently being sprayed with drones with ARIES nutrients across Uttar Pradesh. Another very proud moment for us was that we identified that we today at the at the commencement of India at 75, our 75th year of independence, ARIES proudly presented 75 of our Made in India, weighed for the world brands to the world. In fact, we very proudly now say that we have been Atmanirbhar since 1969, and Made in India is really the ARIES mantra. Our corporate social responsibility. ARIES continues its tradition of carrying out a range of activities that spread knowledge and adoption of farming best practices in the markets that we function in. During the year, we continued to emphasize more on COVID-19 relief programs and also created sustainable environment campaigns. There was a shortage of oxygen cylinders across the country during the second wave of the pandemic during the last financial year, and hence we distributed oxygen concentrators in Nasik, Nagpur, Raipur, Hyderabad, Vijayawada, Lucknow, Coimbatore, Ghaziabad, Kolkata, and Ahmedabad. As personal immunity is the first internal line of defense, we distributed immunity booster kits containing vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D3 tablets to boost immunity with subsequent reduction in disease severity. Apart from the above, we also distributed masks, sanitizers, and face shields. We distributed rapid antigen testing kits for instant qualitative detection of COVID-19, as more number of people were infected in the second wave of the pandemic, and numbers of RT-PCR tests were very high and time-consuming. In addition, ARIES extension teams continue to strongly advocate good agricultural practices in all states of India. The activities are conducted under the supervision of agronomists and agricultural research institutions throughout the year. This year, we continued farmers' trainings, farmers' meetings on a digital platform. ARIES Fasal Sabha Facebook live sessions were conducted by technical experts for farmers across the country. A series of 15 sessions on various crops were addressed, and the average reach of 20,000 audience per session online has been recorded on our Facebook Live application. A significant cost was spent on data collection and presentation for these online sessions. The company also provided fees and scholarships to students, in addition to a series of awards to meritorious students. Promoting diversity. We at ARIES actively promote an equal opportunity workplace across the company. It's very noteworthy that at 3 of our locations, we have been successful in creating a gender-balanced workforce with 42% women at our corporate headquarters in Mumbai, 40% women at Pasha Mailaram factory, and 33% women at our Chhatral unit. We will continue to further strive and create such workplace diversity at all our locations. Recognition. ARIES won the National Award for Excellence in Manufacturing under the category Best Operational Excellence 2021, awarded by CMO Asia and the World Manufacturing Congress and Awards. We also won the Dare to Dream Awards Company of the Year for Agriculture, presented by the TV9 network. And this award is a testament to the resilience of India's agricultural sector. ARIES was listed among the CNN News 18 most influential leader of New India. ARIES Agro featured in Fortune India magazine as staying unique in the pursuit of excellence. Also, we had the privilege of having a seat on the table of the Bureau of Indian Standards, the Soil Quality and Fertilizers Sectional Committee, in my capacity as the president of the Indian Microfertilizers Manufacturers Association. It is noteworthy that for 17 consecutive years, the ARIES quality management system was audited and certified under the ISO 9001:2015 standards with a 0 non-compliance report, showing complete adherence to international quality standards. Our organization was also awarded and recognized by NABARD and the Confederation of Indian Industries Food and Agriculture Center of Excellence as one of the most innovative business models during COVID. The publication was also circulated across the country. During the year, we also launched new products sourced from our UAE factories. ARIES Supermax was launched as our first slow-release multi-micronutrient pastilles. ARIES Boronite, Zinconite, and Sulfonite are now included in the fertilizer control order. All of these are made at our UAE facilities. And 60,000 tons of our manufacturing facilities are now fully automated and provide exceptional quality and standardization at our factories overseas. Next, please. The ARIES R&D farm is also now completely operational. We have open field and hydroponics research and development happening at our own research farms at Raipur and at our Mumbai hydroponics farms, showing farmers best practices in these various areas of operation. We have also this year received global organic certification by UK Cert for 18 of ARIES's brands, which are now organically certified. Indeed, our organization has been one of the forefront of saving the soil and making in India since our inception. Next, please. We now have our outlook for 2022-23. The year 22-23 is our 53rd year of operations, and the company has planned to strengthen its range of products by finding domestic sources of raw materials and reducing the impact of import duty and supply chain disruptions, as well as high costs, by intensive work to campaign and establish products launched recently in the last 2 years. During 22-23, only variants of a few products will be introduced, primarily with the help of reducing cost of application to the farmers and to keep fixed costs under control. No major new products are going to be launched this year. However, we are going to be focusing on providing farmers substitutes to combat the astronomical increase in certain essential raw material prices. Alternative formulations, reducing pack sizes and providing combination packs coupled with multiple product sales during one single sales call using combination kits are something that we are going to be incorporating into our strategy. Substitutes for certain products like EDTA chelates and water-soluble NPKs, which are facing high cost escalation, have been identified within the ARIES product range itself. And demand creation for these substitutes will ensure demand is met with cost-effective alternatives. 2022-23 annual booking bazaar was conducted, this time completely online, with 1,258 ARIES dealers from 26 states using our own booking application. This is expected to achieve gross revenue of about 625 crores during financial year 22-23. ARIES new products, which were launched in 2022, include, like I mentioned earlier, natural substitutes for EDTA chelates, which have become very, very high cost. Some of our products which were launched this year are now visible on the screen. Next, please. We've also looked at substitutes for the high cost NPK formulations using our high density range of products. This product launch was also done across all grades of NPKs and has reduced the dosage to farmers by 1/5 of what they would traditionally use. Massive campaigning took place for the ARIES HD range. In fact, this was one of our most successful campaigns that ran during Kharif 2022. And this range has now proved agronomically effective, cost-saving alternatives to our traditional NPK fertilizers. The campaign was done across India in every single state using very, very innovative and eye-catching methodologies. Every single team member also celebrated India at 75 as part of our 75th year of independence campaign. And this was done by celebrating India at 75 and our work in promoting farming best practices and doubling farm income across every part of the country. We also launched 3 organic fertilizers this year to combat the imminent shortage of DAP and other NPK bulk fertilizers. These kind of products have given us a tremendous boost to overcome supply shortages and also, more importantly, to reduce the high cost escalation that farmers have been facing. ARIES has now become extremely digital. We have a range of our applications that are available for farmers, for dealers, for distributors, as well as for our own staff. We have been heavily digitizing over the last 3 years, and it has now led to a whole range of digital applications that have enabled extremely good follow-up as well as market campaigns. Our company today has indeed become a force to reckon with. In our 53 years, we have 6 factories. We have capacity in India and overseas. We have 1,200 staff. We have 114 brands, 26 states. We are present across 8,000 distribution locations. Our products are sold at 90,000 retail points. We have 120 formulations of our flagship brand. 9 million farmers have purchased ARIES products, which are today available in 1.2 million villages. We export to 6 countries. We have about 500 packs that are sold across India, 9 global partners, 90 plus nutrient formulations, 7 pesticides, and 19 organically certified range of products. Indeed, through these products and our passion, ARIES has continually demonstrated that we are a responsible corporate citizen. We work hard to retain the delicate balance of nature and develop our communities where we work and grow. Acknowledgements for this year must focus on the fact that our company's initiatives would never have come about without the active involvement and support of every single member of the ARIES staff. Our ARIES family is acutely aware of our challenges, and we have fully embraced our company's principles. The customers have been extending their patronage, and we are confident of their support in the coming year also. The Board of Directors would like to place on record appreciation for continued support guidance received from the Government of India, Reserve Bank of India, SEBI, other regulatory authorities, various financial institutions, banks, and correspondents in India and abroad. Before I conclude, I would like to thank every shareholder who has attended this meeting, once again for turning out in large numbers, and also for your interest in our company. I would like to thank each one of you personally for your confidence in ARIES, and together we will ensure that your company grows further in the year ahead. I now open the floor for members who have registered themselves as speakers to pose their questions. Members may note in order to avoid repetition, and all questions shall be answered once all pre-registered members have spoken and all questions have been put forth before the meeting. I request the company secretary to facilitate the questions from the members.
Shiva, please, Vipin, please start with the question and answer session.
What's the name of the speaker?
Amongst those who have registered, I have just Mr. Abhishek J. So I will elevate him here.
Okay.
Mr. Abhishek, you may please turn on your video. Turn on your video and speak.
Yes. I'm switching on the video. Sorry. Can you hear me now, sir? Am I audible?
Yes, Abhishek, please go ahead.
Abhishek, please.
So first of all, Jai Jhulelal. Trust all is well with you and your family in this challenging situation. Our company deserves much more respect than the current market cap after completing more than a decade of successful operations, profitability, dividend history, and becoming one of the strongest brand in our respective segments. So I would like to know how our business has been impacted in these past 3 years of this COVID time. The coronavirus and the subsequent lockdowns have left virtually no industry untouched after the COVID. So whether any employees we have sacked, hired, salary cut in percentage, if any, I would like to know from you, sir. Whether any salary cut was being done, I would like to know from you, sir. I would request the management to kindly take part in con call, quarterly presentation.
Abhishek, you're not on mute. Can you repeat the second half of your question?
Yes. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, I would request the management to kindly take part in con call, quarterly presentations, and meeting with global investors on a regular basis. This will in fact give a boom to the business as well as to the stock price in the market. And we are really thankful to the management for having declared a constant dividend to the investor fraternity year on year without fail. We can see that the company is giving a meager dividend, but at least the company has the chain is continuing, and without fail the company declares dividend to the minority shareholders year on year. We do appreciate the management for the significant efforts in bringing the company to this particular extent and rewarding the minority shareholders, sir. So then, in the CDSL platform, where we exercise our e-voting and where we get access to the annual general body meeting as well, you are supposed to update the inspection of documents like register of members, register of TMP, and register of contracts, if any. But unfortunately, it is not updated, sir. So I would request your good selves to kindly update the same for the inspection of members, so that the members can very well inspect these documents online itself. They need not reach out to you at a later stage seeking for all these documents, sir. So I would request you to kindly update the same. And this has to be made available 30 minutes prior to the meeting, and after the conclusion of the AGM, these documents have to be made available for inspection of members, sir. And I would request the management to please kindly arrange for a factory visit for the shareholders, sir. As and when the management thinks the pandemic is ended, we can very well come down to Mumbai. Please arrange for a factory visit, sir, or even if you have a factory at Coimbatore, we are really desirous to visit the factory, sir. So please arrange for a factory visit for the investor fraternity. And nothing much to ask, sir. I thank the company secretary and their entire team for sending us the link well in advance and making this 52nd annual general body meeting a grand success. Sir, then one more thing in the annual report. Thank you for sending me a physical copy of the annual report after I requested. Sir, I have a small farm in the state of Tamil Nadu in the place Chennai. We can see that all these products we are being manufacturing. In fact, we purchase the products which are being manufactured by the local manufacturer here at Chennai, Manali, Madras Fertilizers at Manali. So if you can, if these products are not available in the state of Tamil Nadu, if you can help us with some samples, it will be very helpful for us to take up the product in our farm. And we can also do some promotion activity in our farm for your products, sir. So if possible, kindly give us this opportunity, sir. We are well wishers of the company and we want to do something good for benefit for the company, sir. Nothing much to ask, sir. I wish the company and the board of directors a great success and prosperity in the coming future, sir. But kindly give us an appointment to meet you and greet you, sir, and to honor you with a shawl and memento whenever we come down to Mumbai, sir. One more shareholder, Mr. A.V. Manisudram, who has also registered as a speaker for the today's annual general body meeting, but unfortunately, due to the technical reasons in this virtual platform, he is not able to join this virtual link. So kindly allow him to join from the same device, sir. Just a second, sir. I will hand over the same to Manisundaram, sir.
Good morning, sir. My name is Manisundaram. I am shareholder of company, and also my folio number is IN 30163718945055. And also we have seen in ARIES Agro 52nd annual report, very transparent and also very excellent, sir. You have given the farmers as a god. And also page number 62, expansion manufacturing base 2021 also very happy, sir. Then page number 52. 52nd Foundation Day has been celebrated 27 November 2021. In this year, in next coming November, please me allow and our friends also, shareholders who have ARIES India, ARIES Agro Limited, please allow to celebrate participate in the Foundation Day. Micro fertilizer, soil testing, CSR activities, page number 67 and 66 and 67, very good, sir. And also book value, page number 1, it is an excellent one. And also dividend you have declared 80%. And also I'm very happy, sir. Please give me a chance to visit our plant. Give me a chance, and also requesting in future you can conduct the AGM before September month or August. It's helpful to attend freely and also without any disturbance. NSDL, CDSL platform, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Will we have anybody else from the registered speakers?
I don't find anybody else on the list.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you very much to both the shareholders who posed their questions. We had a few more, but I think they have been unable to join. Just to try and give you an overview of the questions that you've been asking. Regarding the performance of the company during the years of
Sir,
Yes.
please. There is a Rajendra Shet is there.
Okay.
Please
Okay.
unmute.
Yeah. He had registered. Yes.
Shareholder.
Yeah, I just see him there.
Yeah.
हेलो
Yeah, please.
Yes,
हाँ
Mr.
सर
Shet.
आवाज आ रहा है हाँ आ रहा है सर
Yes, please go ahead.
जी जी हाँ मैं रहा हूँ सर बस मैं
Yes, sir.
मैं एक जब से मीटिंग स्टार्ट है जब से मैं ज्वाइंट हो गया हूँ सर और मैं बोला मेरा नाम अभी तक आया नहीं स्पीकर लिस्ट में तो जरा तजीब सा लग रहा था
नहीं
सर
नहीं अभी
कोई वादा नहीं हो जाता है
आप जरूर बोलिएगा प्लीज. थैंक यू. गो अहेड.
हाँ नहीं जरूर हो जाता है इसमें मेरे को कोई वो नहीं है सर बस सर हमारी कंपनी बहुत ही स्ट्रांग है सर और डिविडेंड भी अच्छा दे रही है और उसका फ्यूचर भी अच्छा है और चेयरमैन श्री ने कंपनी के बारे में बहुत अच्छी तरह हमको बताया हम बहुत संतुष्ट है सर बस खाली एक ही छोटा क्वेश्चन था सर कि हम हमारा डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर नेटवर्क बढ़ाने के लिए हम क्या और स्टेप लेंगे वो जरा बताइए बाकी अब मेरे को मैनेजमेंट के ऊपर पूरा भरोसा है और सभी रिजोल्यूशन में मैं हार्दिक सपोर्ट देता हूं और हमारा सेक्रेटरी श्री कुरैशी जी भी बहुत अच्छी तरह इन्वेस्टर को संभालते हैं उससे भी मैं पूरा संतुष्ट हूं. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू. थैंक यू.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Shet. Any other people, Shiva? We also had
Lekha.
Miss Lekha Shah and Mr. Satish Shah. Do you see them? They had also registered.
I don't see either of them.
Okay. Okay. So I will proceed now to answer the questions. So I'm going to go with all the questions that were asked one by one. Regarding our company's performance during the 3 pandemic years, we have been consistently able to grow despite a lot of supply chain issues. We had a lot of supply chain issues. However, ARIES had essential services permissions, and based on this, every single location of the company was operational even during the lockdown period, which basically was the testament of the strength of our people to come out and turn up for work using their essential services passes during even the peak of the COVID months. Because of that, you would see that our company has actually grown in turnover. In the 3 years, we went from 371 crores to 474 crores to 547 crores. So there has been a consistent growth even despite COVID. You will also notice that the cost escalations due to supply chain constraints have depressed the profitability to some extent. However, despite that, we have been able to always show a profit and also declare dividend even in the COVID years. Regarding your questions regarding salary cuts, ARIES did not reduce even 1 rupee salary. In fact, we provided increments and promotions in every single year in the last years of COVID also. In fact, our staff have been paid earlier than usual to take care of their families. Dates were actually advanced, and not that there was not a single month when salaries were delayed or any amounts were held back despite COVID. Also, it's noteworthy that we did not lay off a single person. In fact, if you see our headcount went up from 922 people to 958 people in the first year of COVID. And the second year of COVID, we went from 958 to 1002. Today, we have 1000 permanent people on our rolls. And in fact, if you will find in COVID, we actually increased our numbers by 80 people, and all livelihoods were preserved. And in fact, every single person got their increments and promotions as per schedule. And there was no such impact of COVID on the ARIES family members. We also had as far as the updation of documents, I will definitely let my company secretary know whatever is permissible and required as per law will most certainly be done. And our company has always been at the forefront of our governance standards, and we will make sure that everything is put up on appropriate platforms. Regarding the factory visit, thank you very much for your interest. However, our technologies are something that we definitely have worked 52 years to build. We're very happy to have you at our corporate offices. We're very happy to show photographs of our factories, but we have not really permitted anyone from outside the manufacturing facilities to actually visit. In fact, even office staff are not allowed to visit the factories because we try to keep it, because our technologies have been, made in India. They are very, very robust. And more importantly, these are things that we do uniquely. And therefore, even office staff actually are not allowed to go to the factories. So therefore, we can show you photographs, we can show you pictures, we can explain processes. But unfortunately, a visit inside may not happen, but you're welcome to visit our offices at any point of time and meet with all concerned departments. Vanakkam to the person from Tamil Nadu. We have our products which sell across Tamil Nadu. In fact, I'm surprised that you haven't seen our products. One of our faster growing markets is actually Tamil Nadu. We have a branch in Coimbatore, and we'll definitely have them take up the offer of collecting samples and using our products that you have put forth in the meeting. And we will make sure that someone follows up with you. Regarding our Foundation Day, yes, thank you very much to the shareholder who pointed that out. The Foundation Day, 27th of November, actually is celebrated as ARIES Shubham. It is one of the most sought after days across the country. Not only do we do massive sales and collection campaigns, but we also have massive CSR activities that take place on that day. In fact, the day marks a very, very special moment for all of us. And this year, like every year, our Foundation Day will be celebrated. We, in fact, do Annadanams across the country at various locations. And these kind of, very, very involving the community kind of campaigns is something that we pride ourselves with, because we believe that the communities we serve have made us who we are. And that's what we continue to do on our Foundation Days. As far as our distribution network, sir, you had pointed out, we spend a lot of money in increasing and servicing our distribution network. In fact, we have undoubtedly the largest distribution network for specialty plant nutrients in India. Like I had mentioned in my presentation, we have close to 90,000 retail points. And in fact, we have dealer appointment targets that are given to our staff. And not only do they get a sale and collection target, but every year they are expected to increase dealer numbers and increase market penetration as well. So we definitely put in a lot of effort on increasing the distribution network, just like we would to do for our R&D or for our routine sales and collections. So I do hope that all these questions have now been answered. I'd definitely like to thank all members who posed these questions and registered to speak at today's meeting. Coming to the proceedings of the AGM, since the notice of the annual general meeting is circulated to all members, I take the notice of the AGM as read. The text of all resolutions along with the explanatory statement forms part of the notice of the annual general meeting and has been circulated to all members. We will now take up the resolutions set forth in the notice. Item number 1, to receive, consider, approve and adopt the audited financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2022, together with the reports of the Board of Directors and the auditors thereon. And the audited consolidated financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2022, together with the report of the auditors thereon. The financial statements, including the board's report and auditor's report for the financial year ended 31st March, have already been circulated to all members. Coming to item number 2, ordinary business, to declare dividend for the financial year ended 31st of March 2022 at the rate of 0.8 rupees per equity share, or 8%, on 1,30,04,339 equity shares of rupees 10 each of the company for the year ended 31st March 2022, aggregating to rupees 104.03 lakhs, payable to members whose names appear on the register of members of the company as on 22nd of September 2022. Item number 3, once again ordinary business, to appoint a director in place of Mrs. Nitya Mirchandani, holding DIN 06882384, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers herself for reappointment. Item number 4, ordinary business, to appoint statutory auditors for a period of 5 consecutive years to hold office from the conclusion of this annual general meeting till the conclusion of the 57th annual general meeting of the company to be held in the year 2027. The resolution has already been inserted in the notice of the AGM. Item number 5, special business, ratification of the remuneration of rupees 2,90,400 plus GST and remuneration of out-of-pocket expense and reimbursement of out-of-pocket expenses at actuals payable to Messrs. R. Nanaboy and Company, cost accountants, for conducting cost audit for the cost records maintained by the company for the financial year ending 31st of March 2023. The resolutions set forth in this notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to receipt of requisite number of votes. After combining the results of both the remote e-voting and e-voting at the AGM, the results will be announced within 2 working days from the conclusion of the meeting and shared with the stock exchanges and uploaded on the websites of the company and CDSL. Thank you all once again for joining the meeting today. I sincerely hope you and your family stay safe and healthy in the days and years to come. I hereby declare the meeting as closed. As informed earlier, e-voting on resolutions as set forth in the AGM notice will continue to remain open for the next 15 minutes. Thank you.